Thanks for tuning in to this video. Today's video is going to be on pretty much changing your oil in your C10, C30, anything with a small block Chevy. So hopefully you find this video helpful. The first thing you want to do is to pop your hood. So go on and pop the hood. Once you get your hood popped, you pretty much can see your engine. And the reason I like popping my hoods first is you get more light while you're underneath the vehicle. Now, the next step will be to get you a drain pan and a socket and ratchet and crawl under the truck. As you can see, I got me something to lay on, got me a drain pan and a socket. Now, before you drain your oil, you can drain your oil cold or you can drain it hot. I'm going to let my truck start up and heat up before I drain my oil, because I think it does a better job when it's warm. But you can drain it cold, it don't matter. So that's the bolt. It uses a 9/16 socket. You want to be careful if you did warm your truck up, because this is exhaust. You don't want to burn yourself, and the oil can be hot. So if you're changing it cold, there's no need to worry. Make sure your drain pan is underneath to catch all the oil. Take your drain plug out. And pretty much does the oil. Now this is your oil filter up here. They make a wrench. Sometimes they just hand tight. You don't need to over tighten them. But if not, they do make a wrench. You can get on and twist it, or they make a socket. If you got the right size, that can go up on here, or filter socket. That makes this a ton easier. So I'm gonna let this drain. I ain't in no hurry. The truck is level, so it's all should drain out and be good to go. Now if you can reach over here and loosen this, and that's not going to happen without a wrench. So let me go get a wrench. Pretty much you want to remove your old oil filter. Now if your oil filter is tight, I feel sorry for you, but you need to get it off. Now when you remove your old oil filter, make sure your old gasket is not stuck to this, because you do not want to double gasket. It will make a mess or will go everywhere, and you could destroy your engine. So always be careful and double check everything. I'm going to let this drain out some more into my pan, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay guys, this is a drain plug. I'm going to clean it off better. It has a plastic gasket on it. Now you can actually get these gaskets and replace them. So if you got a leaky drain plug, most likely it needs a new gasket on it. This one's got a few little places on it, but it wasn't leaking, so I'm going to reuse it. They cheap if you want to pick a new gasket up. This is the filter. It's AC Delco brand. They make a lot from Wicks to K&N and whatnot. I got this, and it's a little shorter filter instead of the longer style. It should fit my truck perfect. That was the part number. So what you want to do is take you some oil, put around this O-ring. You can actually put oil into this, just a little bit. It supposedly helps without dry starting. But I always put a little bit of oil, go around this in it. You don't have to, but that's something I always do. That's a new filter we installed. It's a little bit shorter than the old one, but I actually got a shorter filter to get it up away from this manifold pipe just a little, and it don't affect nothing. I just prefer shorter filters on some vehicles. Now you want to basically try to clean off this the best you can. No debris under the gasket, helps it seal. And then we install your bolt here, but don't over torque it, because you can strip this and then you be in a headache. So just tighten it up, and so make sure your oil filter is snug, very good. You don't want to over tighten it, but you want it tight enough that it won't come back off and seal good. So just snug it up pretty good, and we install your bolt, and then we go to the next step. So some of you guys will have a oil fill cap on that valve cover, or sometimes here. Mine is aftermarket, so mine is actually right here in this vent. You can pull this out just like so and put your oil directly down in there. Now this is a small block Chevy, stock oil pan and everything, depending on your setup, will depend on how many quarts of oil you use. 5 quarts for this guy and 5 quarts of Otella is what it's going to get. So that's pretty much how you do your oil change. I went ahead and put the recommended 5 quarts of oil in my engine. Now once you do that, you want to check for leaks, start it up, and make sure you have no leaks when it's running also. And then let it run a few minutes and basically shut the truck off and give it a few more minutes and let it set, and then check your oil on your dipstick and it should say full. So I hope you found this video helpful. If so, drop me a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you on the next video. Also, check the channel out. Tons of content.